Hey, well, I know it's kind of hard to believe I've gotten anything done. It's been so long since I've given an update, but there has been a lot of forward progress. So what I've done since the last time we talked is, well, obviously the torso is now secured to the rest of the robot, and I got, if you can see it in there, that's the circuitry for the power pack. It's the solid state relay, which actually handles the current for all the things that are going to be affected by the plugging in of the power pack. And I'll get to the actual card there in a second here. But I've made a couple of little interconnection boards. This board here is what handles all of the power that stays on continuously when you turn the switch in on the bottom of the robot. And this little power strip here is to handle all the effects that are controlled on the output side of the solid-state relay for the power pack. Because there are things that I want powered on as soon as you hit the power switch down here in the base, and there are things that I want controlled by the power pack's removal and reinsertion. All of the effects down the front are going to be controlled by that. The torso motor is going to be controlled by that, but I don't want the radio, the receiver, controlled by that. It'll remain powered on, and the processor for the power pack effect will have power on it all the time. All you'll be doing is closing a contact on one of the inputs to the Arduino chip that I'm using to do the effect, and again, I'll get down to that in just a second. But what else will be controlled by the solid-state relay will be all the circuitry that's underneath the brain, and that also included the effects board for the clicks and pops, and the voice control and receiver for the robot's main voice. So now let's get down here. I hope I'm making sense. Let's get down here to the board that I built for the power pack effect. What it consists of is a Arduino Pro Mini board with a sketch that I wrote, and this is a board that I built that consists of one solid-state relay, which will handle the current for the motors, and a couple of transistors to handle the flip-flops, which will, the mechanical relays, which will handle the bidirectional control of the motors and the engagement and disengagement of the motor between this board and the receiver. You can't have them obviously hooked up simultaneously. You'll blow one out as you reverse the polarity on the motor. So had to add a relay that will disengage the motor from one effect board to the other effect board accordingly. So anyways, that's the little board here, and it's going to fit right down in here. I'll pick up the video once I get it secured, and we'll go from there.